Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, this is autumn themed paper. It's not your typical autumn themed paper, and some might even find it unattractive. But we're going to use it today in a really fun project. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here today, and thank you for supporting me and my channel. Now, I would say this print is not necessarily a favorite of mine. I actually purchased the paper because I like this plaid print. And sometimes, y'all, we might find it a little challenging to use a paper like this one. But today we're going to take this paper and we're going to make the absolute cutest little mailable. I'm going to give you a closer look at this in a minute because I think you're going to be surprised and amazed at how beautiful this is. But y'all know what time it is. It is time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's the paper that we're going to be using on today's project. It has a mixture of pumpkins and gourds in various sizes and various prints. Now, when you look at this, this probably is not your ideal autumn paper. So I'm going to show you a really fun project that you can make even when you don't like the back side of a double-sided paper. I like this paper because I like the cool colors of the plaid, and that was the reason why I picked it. But I do have to deal with this side because it comes with the paper. So today's project is going to be a great way to deal with papers like this. And so here is what I'm talking about. We are going to be making the cutest mailer. When finished, it measures 5 3/4 by 5 by 12. And when we open it, this is what we have. It flips open like this. Then we can open the center section here, and we will have so much room for so many things. This end here is a sweet little pocket. We're going to take advantage of the bottom space of this by using it for a pocket. You can put in your cut-aparts, you can add gift cards, you can add cash, whatever it is you want to put in here. I wouldn't mail cash, but this is fully mailable. Make sure that you check with your local postal service to see if any additional postage is required. And over here we have a sweet little pocket, and this is the place where you see the pumpkins and the gourds the most, but they don't take away from the project. Using it in this manner actually plays into the project. You have that pop of color that this whole thing is giving. And then over here I mounted a cut apart. Here in the center we have a place for a photograph, or you can write a message, whatever you choose to put there. But y'all, this is such a fun way of sending a smile to someone. Can you imagine this being done in Christmas themed paper and Christmas themed stickers and cut aparts? I think it would be absolutely gorgeous, and I'll probably come back and make one for Christmas as well. So we fold this over. I have a magnet underneath, and I'll show you how I place that. Bring this up, bring this over, and then something as pretty as this, I'd put it in a cellophane bag to mail, but you can also just seal it across the top here if you want and mail it like that. And let me show you one other thing about this that I think you'll enjoy is that it actually sets up. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it in my frontal view camera, that it actually does set up. So if you want to have a photo on the inside, perfect for that. I love how this turned out. Y'all, let's make it. So here's that 12 by 12 inch piece we're going to need. Then we'll have 2 cardstock mats. One mat is going to measure 5.5 by 4, and one mat will be 5.5 by 4 3/4. Then we're going to have the white toppers for those mats. We'll have one white topper that is 5 1/4 by 4.5, and one that is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then we'll use stickers and cut aparts to add some decoration to it. So on a 12-inch side, we're going to score at 3 1/4. And at 9. Then we'll turn it once, and we're going to score at 4 and at 9. And now I'll bring in my big old spatula, and we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. So now we're going to go through, and first we're going to free all of these flaps. So everywhere the score mark intercepts, we're just going to cut straight through the center of that score mark to free these flaps. So now that we have all of the flaps freed, I'm going to go ahead and just fold these in. And at the top is going to be this narrow side. I'm going to go ahead and reduce this in size. So now it looks like this. I'm not going to give you a measurement on how much to cut off because you might not want to cut off any. I'm cutting mine off just because I don't want it in the way. And so here at the bottom, we'll go to that score mark and we're just going to angle in on our cut. And let's do the same thing here. Go to the score mark and angle in on your cut. So far your piece is going to look like this if you're following the way that I did it. Then here on the center, we also need to do a very slight angle cut in because we want to make sure that this is going to fold with ease. So I'm just going in and I'm taking off a sliver from here and from the bottom. Same thing over here. Y'all doing this just makes it easier for you to close your mailable. I'll save these two pieces because I'll probably use them as pockets or something on the project. So now I'm going to take my tape and we're just going to seal this. Bring in my big old spatula, get that nice and stuck. And so here at the bottom, we're going to fold over. We're going to add some glue this way, and we'll also seal the bottom. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there. Take this piece and lay it down. And then I'll add some glue right there. And again, I'll bring in my big old spatula and get everything nice and stuck. So if you want to place a magnet, this is the point at which you place the magnet. So we're going to take our widest piece. Remember, we scored 1 at 3 and 1 at 3 1/4. I'm going to take that 3 1/4 inch piece and it will overlap on this piece. Place my magnet, and I just want to make sure that it's going to be underneath. So now I'm just going to take some tape. Again, I'll place my magnet in that tape like that. Then I'll take some tape, place it on my larger white mat. And I am going to place this down like that. And then I'm going to glue it down. So I'm going to take my glue, add some glue to this, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to that because I want that to stay stuck. Then we'll just take this piece, put it down right there in the middle. Let's get it nice and stuck. So now I can take my second magnet, place it right there, add some glue to the top of that magnet, fold this over, press down on the magnet, and now I have my glue mark right there. So I can take this magnet and I can place it in the glue, and I now know that this magnet won't have any problems finding this magnet. So I'm going to let that dry for just a minute, and while that is drying, I'm going to take one of these scrap pieces and we're going to create a little pocket. So I think what I want to do is I am going to trim away just a little bit of this because it was a little wider than I wanted, and then I'm going to trim away at an angle. So now I can take this and we can put it right there. So I'm just going to take some of my glue, put my glue along two edges. We'll take this and we'll put it right there. Y'all, it's looking pretty cute. So now we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it right there at the top. So I'm going to use my glue, place down some glue, take this piece, smush it around in the glue just a little bit, and when I put it down I want to make sure that it is not hitting the score mark. So I'll go ahead and get that nice and stuck. Then I'll flip it over and I'm going to take the bulb of my stylus, the smaller bulb, and just go along the edge and press down into the paper to get a score. Now I can take this piece and fold it over just like that. And now we'll take our glue, place our glue on like this, and get this nice and stuck. Now I can take this mat and we can put it down. So let me grab some tape. And I'm going to take this piece and we'll place it right there. Then I have some cut aparts that I have been working with, and I am just going to grab me a few cut aparts and decide how I want to use them on this project. So cut aparts is exactly what I'm doing right here. I have a sheet that has different images on them, and I am just cutting them apart. So all we're going to do at this point is we are going to do some decorating, because we have a mailable. We can mail this just as it is, but of course we wouldn't. We are going to add some cuteness to this. So I am mounting this cut apart, and I am going to trim away my excess. And now I can take this cut apart and we can place it right there. I'm going to do that with glue because we're covering that magnet and I don't want anything to make it come undone. So we're going to take this, place it down over that magnet, making sure that I am not hitting my score mark. Let's bring in that big old spatula to make sure that we are getting it nice and stuck. Now I'll take this, fold over, and you can see that my magnet is catching. So that is how you place the magnet if you want a magnet on yours. So I'm going to bring in a part of the information bar, and we're going to place it right there because I want to break up that white just a little bit. So let's see. Yep, right there. So I'll take just a little bit of my glue. And we're going to place this down. Let me pick it up and look at it. Placing it down like that. Then I have my sticker sheet. I think I'm going to go with the Pumpkin Farm sticker. Put that right there. And you can see how all it takes is just a little bit to transform the project. We start using some stickers and cut aparts and pieces of ephemera, and we have completely transformed our project. So I think over here, I am just going to take the spray and put it right there. And now we can take our pieces of ephemera and we can tuck them right there in the pocket. I'm going to fold over because I do want something right there, and I think I'm going to go with this. And all I need to do is just add a little bit of glue to this side. And then I'm just going to add a little something right here. Then I think I'll take this little flower pot and put it right there. So even if you wanted to write a little message there, you can. And then I'll take my 2-inch oval punch, and I'm just going to punch out a little notch there so that you'll know when you place something inside that there's something inside. So now we can take it, fold over, and this is mailable. But if you have any doubts, please check with your local post office. They can clarify everything for you. Here on the top, I think I'm just going to put something on the top. That'll just add to that cuteness. Yeah, let's take the truck. And let's put the truck right there. So now we have 2 really cute mailables, and you saw how easy they were to make. Didn't take a whole lot of supplies, just 1 sheet of 12 by 12, some scrap matte paper and white paper, and a few embellishments, and you are good to go with something as sweet as this. So y'all, I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome way of making these fun mailables from a sheet of 12 by 12. It might not have started out as your favorite double-sided 12 by 12 sheet, but look at what we're able to do with it. If you have liked this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.